Today I'd like to talk about a specific meditation that I used for years called Bird on a Wire. It's a form of Shikantaza or do nothing meditation, and I realized that when I would do Shikantaza or do nothing meditation that I would have a lot of problems when I first sat down, trying to relax the mind enough to let everything go and not touch it, which is the purpose of Shikantaza. So what I came up with, I've called Bird on a Wire, because I use the analogy of a bird landing on a wire. Maybe it's eaten already for the day, and it doesn't have any expectations. Just like in meditation, we should not carry expectations with us into meditation. And it's just sitting and not doing anything. It doesn't want anything. But when it first lands on the wire, it has to balance itself. Just like we need to balance our mind at the beginning of the meditation. So this is how I framed it for my mind, and it really helped me over time really settle into meditation fast. So just like when the bird first lands on the wire, it has to balance itself. So when you first sit down to meditation, you have to balance yourself. So when the bird lands on the wire, it settles very fast, and it has a little bit of balance to figure out. And then once it gets its balance, it sinks down, balanced perfectly on the wire, and then just rests. This is what I'm talking about doing with your mind as well. So when you sit and you start to practice, your mind may be very chaotic. It may have a lot of thoughts, monkey mind. A lot of sensations coming in, thoughts. Maybe some of it's like music, images, sounds in your mind, sensations, emotional energy. So when you're sitting down and there's a lot of that, you want to start to settle as best you can, just like that bird on a wire. And you do that by maintaining a balanced alertness. So you don't grasp at anything, you don't try to control anything. If you do that, you are reaching in your mind and trying to control the meditation through your mind, which is only going to create sandpapery type sensations and make it really hard for you to let go. So if you settle down on the wire of your mind with balanced alertness and just try to let every thought, every sensation go that comes up, you will start to notice you don't have to worry about any of those things. All you're worried about is staying balanced with alertness. So when you do that, and then hopefully in the not too distant future, you will start to feel a balanced stillness come up. And it's like an alert, balanced stillness, just like the bird on the wire once it settles. And if you frame it that way, and you just try to settle there, you'll get a stillness come just like this. And everything that shows up is okay. It doesn't need to be grasped at. It doesn't need to be controlled. Just settle. Just let things settle all on their own. You don't do anything. Just like that bird on a wire. And once you reach this really balanced, settled place in your mind, you'll feel that stillness start to come. Now, when that stillness comes, it doesn't matter if you have one thought or you have 10,000 thoughts. It does not matter, because you are that stillness. And your only job is to maintain that. You have no effort. This does not require effort at all. This is the point where it becomes Shikantaza or a do-nothing meditation. So you feel the delicate balance of that stillness just like a bird on a wire does. But once you settle, you kind of get a feel. This is a lot of this is energetic. You get a feel for how to maintain that balance. You just settle. And then when the thoughts come, they come and they go. Out from emptiness, back into emptiness. There's no reason to touch them. There's no reason to touch any sensation. Just let them come and go. You could spend the rest of your session just like this, in that stillness. And it's very delicate. It is delicate. But there's also a settling that happens where you feel very balanced on the wire, just like the bird. And you don't have to do anything to maintain that balance, except let go of any weight that might show up to kind of make you sway, like a thought or a sensation or an emotion. Now, when you reach that, you can spend the rest of your time in that place. And that would be, in my terms, an excellent Shikantaza or do nothing meditation. There was also several times where I explored, when I was deep into this meditation, I could explore inquiry or emotion work. So you can split off from that balanced place and maybe start really examining thoughts carefully, the context, what they're made of, not the content, but what they're made of, and you can get real close. Or you could explore sensations, sounds in the environment, smells, touch, taste. Or you could explore emotions. If a really strong emotion came up from that balanced place, you can start doing emotion work or shadow work, exploring the energy, the sensations of that emotion. At that point, it's up to you on how you want to go. Or you could just keep it a traditional Shikantaza and not touch anything, not do anything, and let everything unbind as it wants to. This really helped me over the years once I really developed it. And it really worked for me very fast to get into the place where I needed to be, non-grasping, not trying to control anything, just resting as reality. I hope this helped you.